Hello students and welcome to Shubham's podcast. Today we have a podcast that is different than our previous podcast. I think this is important topic and definitely we need to discuss it. Development. Personality development is about building inner confidence, better communication and a positive mindset to handle life's ups and downs smoothly. It helps you turn weakness into strength, going from shy to bold in conversations. Once Dr. Abdul Kalam said, confidence may not bring success, but it gives you the power to face any challenge in your life. Yogesh sir, what do you think about personality development and why is this an important aspect of pressure or to working professionals?
I think before answering why it's important, right? If you observe closely the environment surrounding you, right? Some personalities you feel like really warm, they have, you admire them, you have a really good respect for them, right? And someone you see, become a very instantly angry or irritated, right? I think that's the best way I can answer why personality development is important, right? And then second one, like how freshers or the experienced one, obviously freshers are looking for the jobs, so there are different aspects, right? And the personality development is one of aspects where most of the hiring people look, right? Because they know that the technical knowledge can survive you in a certain function, but your personality really thrives across the organization. I think that's the key. I'll say, just to answer that, why personality development really matters.
Many Indian students having the fear like log kya kahenge. So what do you think about this one?
I think this mentality, what people will think about yourself, right, when you are doing this, most probably the root cause is either two things I can answer. One is lack of knowledge, or second is lack of confidence, right? So both are achievable. I'll say it need a really honest practice, right? So whenever you will have those the group talking, one-on-one discussion, try to have eye contact, try to have more structure thinking, as well as when you are communicating, keep it more structured, so that way I think you can just have a better way.
How can we build an excellent personality ready to thrive in the corporate world?
So when we refer to the excellent personality in the corporate world, right, so it meant two things. One is you are trustable, because personality is not, I'll say, how you look, right? Most of people stuck in the external thing, like how you dress up. Yeah, those are critical attributes. How your personality are there, those are really becoming important. But as well, your internal persona, right? When you work with someone, when you do some work along with the team, or when you commit something, if you are delivering, I think that's a really building a trust and really a driving factor behind the personality, I'll say. But at the same time, ensure that you dress up well, you have good etiquettes, you have good team behaviors, right? One of example I can give is not making gossips of the colleagues, right? And then if you have any issue with someone, you can straightforward go to them and say very honestly and sincerely that, hey man, I do have some thoughts to share with you, and I just wanted to discuss something, right? But it should be very constructive way, I'll say. So try to have those attributes in your behavior, and that's how you'll have really great results for the personality.
Do you think your personality matters your selection for a job or to get promotion in the corporate world?
Yeah, obviously, as a stranger, because when you are appearing for the interviews, it's a stranger reaction, and based on your communication, your dress up, your knowledge, your way of explaining or discussing something, right, that's really reflect your kind of persona, right? So that's matter most. I'll give 3 key things to really face a newer situation where you are a stranger, right? Talk what you can walk, right? Include the examples where you can of historic examples in terms of really building the trust. Here focus when you are appearing for the jobs. The focus is how better you can talk, how better you can communicate your thoughts, and as well how better you can handle the team, you can work within the company culture. So those aspects are really important, right? And then as you give an example, because in an 1 hour, half hour, it's really difficult to emphasize those behaviors. But you can mention to the past examples how you have behavior in difficult situation, that maybe clashes with the colleagues, or maybe your team lead, or maybe the clashes with the friends, right? Or how you have handled the bully examples, right? So those things I think matters most, where you need to be more emphasized, right? And then make sure that you not overstate what are not, right, capable of. Obviously you can see that, obviously if a job from starting proficiency or basic proficiency, and I'll try to improve those, right? So that way I think you can have a better interviews, as well as I mean, I'll not really go into depth for the working professionals. I'll prefer to answer this for freshers.
How can a shy or introverted students slowly build confidence in group discussion and in the Viva exam?
I think to answer this question, right, someone is not talking in, really not effective in the group discussions, or Viva examples. There are two root cause I can imagine. One is either your lack of knowledge, or second could be self-image. I mean, you're not comfortable with the groups, or the people surrounding you. I'll suggest to have intense participation whenever you will get the chance, right? If you are in colleges, participate in the events. When you are having some presentation themes or events, try to participate in those, and go pleasure to join Shubham's podcast and answering these questions. As
Big thanks to the viewers tuning in, sharing in, and growing with us. So see you in the next podcast. Keep shining.